Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Cole Creations, and today I am doing a May I Scrap Lift You and a Leftovers to layout. I am scrap lifting Karen Lee, who is Scrap Dolly on Instagram, and I love the play that she has in this layout. It's just so cute, and so I wanted to replicate it, or at least do something similar. So I have these two pieces of paper. I gutted the hexagon rainbow one because it's gorgeous and I need more of it. And I have these three photos. They're slightly different shapes than the photos that she has in her layout, but I really wanted them all to be on the layout. So I also have all of these little books that I've cut out of various, I think it was from Field Trip by Shamel, and I just cut the page apart and it had a bunch of different ephemera things on it. So I am going to use those as the banner that is going across the top of my page. I had this blue and white polka dot piece that I was going to use, and then I decided to scrap that, and I pulled out a piece of teal, and I just really love the way that turned out, because I think it made the photos pop a lot more. And I used these cut apart cards because I really wanted them on the page because it has to do with reading. And the one at the bottom says, "A boy's story is the best that is ever told." And the other one is, "What we learn becomes a part of who we are." Now, I think these are Echo Park. I am not positive, but they are old. They are from 2017, because I got them when my kids were little, like babies. And so I really wanted to get those down on the page just because they are a part of the story that I'm trying to tell. So I'm in love with this, and it took me a little while to get the layout exactly how I wanted it. I had more fun playing with the books as the banner than anything else, really. So I went through and I finally got this figured out where I wanted to put it, and then I started taping my things down. I got my photos down. This is just a picture of me reading my kids a story, and then pictures of my son reading or trying to read a book that he got, I think, for Christmas. Anyway, we have so many books in this house. I don't know when they got them, but I think this specifically is him reading a book on, like, around Christmas. And so what I did for the banner section was I went through and I punched or poked little holes through each book. And this one pink book, for some reason, didn't have the paper showing, so I just attached it to a little white sheet and gave it like some pages so that it didn't look so odd. I used some olive green embroidery thread to thread up my books, and I just did like a half cheating back stitch. So I went through one side, came up through the middle, and then went back and came up through the other side and looped it around, and then I just threaded them on the embroidery thread to keep them, like half inch or whatever apart from each other, so that they spread all the way across the red at the top of the page. And I kind of alternated it with an open book and then a closed book. So I like the way that it turned out. I'm a fan of it. I'm really happy with my sewing skills. I was able to do it and it turned out well, so that makes me happy. And then I just moved them along the embroidery thread a little bit to basically scooch them together. And I'm really happy with how they turned out. I glued them down, and then I just used little glue dots to attach the bows of the embroidery thread. And that's it. Please check out the description box below for everyone who's playing along with May I Scrap Lift You, and please check out Karen's information. It'll all be down in the description box below. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today.